Welcome, folks, and welcome to Social Plus, where we dissect the talking points from social media. And this time around, we are talking about what is going down on the X space, talking about Twitter, where people are talking about Man United, their new manager, the players that should be jettisoned out of the club. There are a lot of talking points that we need to dissect, and we'll be doing it together because you will drop your own comment in the comment section, and let's have opinions, and let's share your own thoughts when it comes to what is next or what is the key thing for Ruben Amorim to do as the new head coach of Manchester United. It wasn't a good first outing for him, when he kicked off his first ever Man United match in the Premier League against Ipswich Town. They drew that one 1-1, where Rashford was the first striker to score under the new manager. But people were not satisfied with the performance. Even Amorim was not satisfied as well. He was talking about he had only 2 days to train with the first team players and all the players together, and it's still very short for anybody to dissect the impact of him and, of course, the impact of his philosophy on the team. And he's still talking tough, saying he spent over 5 years in Portugal with Sporting Lisbon, but he has never faced the media in less time like he has done with Manchester United. So he's talking to the communication team of Manchester United, how they are going to reduce the media, of course, the interviews, coming towards him. But I don't think, he can win that one, because the media in England is enormous and they love their content. And Man United is one of the biggest teams in Europe and even the biggest team in the Premier League. So they need to milk, they need engagement, they need page views, and they need to adapt with the life of being a coach of a Premier League club. But away from that, I tweeted something on X, and I was asking Man United fans, even fans generally, that if you are Ruben Amorim at this point in time, after the Ipswich game, after your training session, name the players you are shipping out of the team. You are shipping out of Manchester United. I don't want to use jettison. When you jettison something, that means you push something off the ship. But now, who are you going to release that is going to fit into your philosophy? Remember, Amorim has been talking about needs a left back. So that means Malaysia, Luke Shaw, even the Lords, they have a lot to do when the manager comes and says he needs a left back that can play his philosophy. So I asked guys, so I'm just going to take some comment from guys, and let's start from this guy. And he said he's mayor of Aika. He said he's going to offload Onana, Anthony, Højlund, Zexi, Casemiro, Eriksen, and delete. I know this is just a joke from him saying he's going to release Onana from the league. So I'm talking about Onana. Amorim said he's doing the short passes now, and he's doing what he asked him to do, and he praised him after an incredible performance against Ipswich. So that means he has mentioned the likes of Onana, he has mentioned the likes of again, I think Bruno Fernandes, and I think with those mentions, those ones are part of his long-term plan. Talking about J of Life, let me check his profile. He's actually a Manchester United fan, and he says he's going to drop or ship out of the team Casemiro, Eriksen, Evans, Maguire, Messi Mount, and Tony. Let's move around and let's see the players that people want to ship out. And someone said, Zakari said, I think, from Accra, Ghana, and he said getting rid of 30-plus players is a very big step forward improvement. A couple of players who fit his system should be signed. Two or three academy players should be promoted. Remember, he went to Ipswich with a 16-year-old academy player, and I can tell you what Zakari is saying here as well. Someone is saying let's observe till January if some player who is not even in his plans can perform well, and they'll be in plan in January. Let's see what other things people are talking about. There are a lot of... Okay, let's talk about Kodak. To chase them out and bring in serious players. So he said these players are on serious. Rashford should go, Luke Shaw should go, Zexi that they just signed this summer should go. D-Lot should go. Hoylund to go as well. I think he has not been given enough time, because if you look at the game against Ipswich as well, Rashford started as a main striker, and I think maybe if you have a consistent, playing time in that front row, maybe Hoylund, he did well at Atalanta, so let's see what will happen under him for Amorim, Lindelof and Mason Mount. And before I forget, people are talking about Mason Mount, and Ruben Amorim has come out to say when it comes to the system, he wants to play 3-4-3 formation. He said that's the formation for Mason Mount. So you guys putting Mason Mount in this list, I don't think you guys are doing justice to what your manager is saying to the media. Let's see Damini talking about Basui Adeni said Rashford should be playing elsewhere now. Zexi was supposed to be upgraded. Marshall. Casemiro should be learning Saudi language already. Then he should do me a favor by holding D-Lot along. Ericsson and Evans both going by the end of the season. So all good. He said Casemiro should be learning Saudi Arabia. Saudi, Arabic, because they want him to go to. Let me see this one. The entire defense line, particularly the centre back, they are either incapable or too old. This is why he used Deloitte as a wing back in the last match, providing the assist to the eventual goal scorer Rashford. Lastly, let's just take this before we leave. You can't ship out players when you don't have who to replace with. We can keep signing players every transfer window. There's no much budget for him, so he has to make sure he sticks to his philosophy and make the team better. That is actually a big one from Ade Lumola talking about there's no time and there's no big budget to be signing players. You need to ship out, you need to make use of the players in camp, and you need to make them understand your philosophy. But if you ask me, I think the players have to be more responsible. Amorim have to be brutal. There's no sentiment. This is your job on the line, and you need to get the job done as soon as possible. There are so many Man United fans have said, okay, let's give him this season as a test run. But if you are talking about test run, there should be a bit of tangible thing from the test run. Let's see if your philosophy already being understood by the players, and let's see if that will propel the team or propel the fans in actually looking for something tangible from next season. Lots to dissect for Amorim, lots to dissect for the team, lots of learning from both parties, and let's see what will happen to Ruben Amorim. There are so many names for him as well. They've called him Ruben Abati. They've called him Ruben. They've called him Amoteko. But for Ruben Amorim, you need to now continue to face the media. The media is a friend, just like the police. That's how we can take on our Social Plus, proudly brought to you by GigaWin. Just go to www.gigawin.io where we play in crypto. No tell anyone, we play in crypto, you pay you in dollars. Everything just, what in dollars they do now. So just, go to www.gigawin.io and play your game. Like you guys know, my name is Sulaiman Adeba. Football fans call me Pooja. Like I always say, the higher the risks, the higher the expected return. May our tickets be green. Bye for now.